Every year games that release on PC are more and more demanding in terms of minimum requirements. But fortunately, there are some great games that friendlies for low-end spec and potato PC, be it using simple graphics or indeed being developed to optimize it more. The game on this list at least does not demand to high or can be played on integrated graphics. In this list, I exclude the pixel art game because I already make it separate from the previous video. So here the top game PC for potato spec first half of 2023 first part.
It wouldn't hurt to check in on them.
First is The Legend of Heroes: Trails to Azure. This game is direct sequel from the previous iteration Trail to Zero. You will play as Lloyd Bannings, and his comrade from Special Support Section must face the new threat after peace that they gained after the ending of Trail of Zero. Number 2 is The Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. Different from other Sonic games which usually rely on action elements and the abilities of the characters, this game carries narrative or visual novel-based gameplay. In this games, you must do some detective stuff like collecting items as evidence and interrogating people to find the culprit that kills Sonic. Number 3 is The Last Spell. The Last Spell is a tactical RPG with roguelite elements in which you have to defend a city against hordes of deadly enemies. During daytime, prepare your heroes, carefully choose how to rebuild your haven and position your defenses. Over the night, exterminate all the monsters coming at your walls with a large range of weapons and skills. Number 4 is Paranorici: The 7 Mysteries of Honjo. In this game, players will play the character of a paranormal detective named Tsukasa Yamino, who is investigating 7 mysteries in the city of Honjo. The gameplay focuses on exploring and gathering clues to solve mysteries in the city of Honjo. Number 5 is Persona 3 Portable.
Currently located inside a monorail not far from the station. To get there, you'll have to walk on the tracks.
Are you serious?
This game is PC port and remaster from Persona 3 Portable that was released on PSP ago. The content in this game is the same as the PSP version, which you can choose male or female as main character, and with addition of slightly increased visual and higher resolution.
One more! Persona! Another enemy down. There's only one left. Help me!
Number 6 is Have a Nice Death. Have a Nice Death is a 2D action roguelike where you play as an overworked death whose employees have run rampant, completely throwing off the balance of souls and his vacation plans. In order to restore order, you'll have to grab your trusty scythe and show your employees who's boss. Number 7 is Convergence, a League of Legends story.
I have to tell you something. You know how you let me borrow your Time Winder?
This game adopts the 2D action platformer genre flavored with Metroidvania elements and relies on fast action in each fight. In this game, you will play as Echo, who is one of the champions from League of Legends. Echo has a special ability that can manipulate time to change a situation that is unfavorable. With his tool, the Zero Drive, Echo can explore the many possibilities to create the ideal moment. Number 8 is Desktop Dungeons: Rewind. Desktop Dungeons: Rewind bestows bites of tactical roguelike action, which will quickly fester into a deep, lingering, and strategic obsession. And number 9 is Wild Frost. Take on the elements in Wild Frost, a tactical roguelike deck builder. Journey across a frozen tundra, collecting cards strong enough to banish the eternal winter. Perfect your card battling and deck building skills, and set out on a quest to bring an end to the Wild Frost. Begin each journey with your chosen tribe leader, each gifted with different randomized skills and stats, before mapping out your chosen path into the unforgiving frosty landscape. Number 10 is Dredge. Dredge sees the player control a small motorized fishing boat. The game takes place on a day-night cycle, where specific actions the player takes, such as sailing or fishing, push the clock forward. The player can look for fish to catch or underwater items to salvage at certain spots, where they play a short minigame to bring their catch on board. If the player stays out into the night, a panic meter starts to rise, with higher levels leading to hallucinations that change reality around the boat, creating hazards that may damage the player's vessel. Number 11 is Planet of Lana. Planet of Lana is a puzzle platforming game with a side-scrolling perspective. In the game, the player assumes control of Lana, a young girl, as she explores a planet which has been invaded by hostile alien machines in order to rescue her sister who has been abducted. Throughout her adventure, she is accompanied by a cat-like creature named Mui. Both of them must work together in order to traverse in the game's world and solve various puzzles. Number 12 is Pharaoh, A New Era. Immerse yourself in the history of ancient Egypt with 50 missions and over 100 gameplay hours in Pharaoh, A New Era, a remake of Pharaoh, one of the best city builders from the golden age of Sierra Entertainment. Stone by stone, build your city and manage all aspects of its development to ensure it prospers and makes you a powerful and revered pharaoh. Number 13 is System Shock.
Take our new Irie Charlene Angel, for example.
System Shock is action-adventure game that is remake from the same name game that released on 1994. The game is set aboard a space station in a cyberpunk vision of the year 2072. Assuming the role of a nameless security hacker, the player attempts to hinder the plans of a malevolent artificial intelligence called Shodan. Number 14 is Children of Silent Town. Children of Silent Town is a dark adventure game that tells the story of Lucy, a girl growing up in a village deep in a forest inhabited by monsters. People disappearing is nothing uncommon, but this time, Lucy is old enough to investigate on her own. Or so she thinks. Children of Silent Town is a point-and-click adventure game telling a mysterious and endearing story. Explore the town and its dangerous surroundings, meet its quirky inhabitants, solve puzzles, and master minigames.